Today, I have 4 hours of games at 2 different facilities. First one this morning is at the District, which is out in Mississauga. So this is a new facility that's pickleball and padel. And then this afternoon, I've got another 2-hour session at PicklePlex Downsview, so my home courts. It's gonna be really fun. I already had my hour workout doing upper body and abs. Feeling pretty good, feeling a little bit in my back. But overall, I got my caffeine, I got my coffees all sorted. So yeah, my entire day gets to be pickleball and fitness, which is really exciting. 6 months ago, I said I want to go full-time in pickleball, and I had been working in real estate for the past 12 years. I grew up surrounded by the industry, and I wanted a change in my life. I wanted to do something that was my true passion, something that was my calling, and having seen the success that I had within my first 6 months of coaching that I started last year, I decided to take the leap, and it's been a little bit scary. It's not all been easy. There's definitely been a lot of grinding and second guessing whether this is the right choice, but when I get to wake up and have days like today, it reminds me what I'm doing this all for, where I get to be surrounded by amazing people, I get to be physically active, I get to try out new paddles, I get to check out new facilities, and it's a lot of fun. And I want to start sharing this with you guys because I think the journey, especially for what's about to come, is really cool. There's a lot of exciting stuff that I can't really talk about right now, but if everything pans out as it's looking, it's going to be really cool, and I want to share that all with you guys. So we're going to head out and play these games. I'm going to show you the facilities, show you some of the game clips, talk to you about some of the paddles that I'm testing right now. So let's go do it. All right, so we made it out to the District, and I've actually never been to this place. It is really cool vibes. This is exactly what I think of like a padel club in the UK, EU, where they've got all these really cool padel courts. The vibes are definitely more like hip. They have 7 pickleball courts, which are pretty cool. Great runoff space, nice netting, ceiling height. If you hit the ceiling on a lob here, you got problems with your lob. But yeah, let's go and play some games and see how it is. Gonna be using the 11.624 Power 2, the Pegasus. This has become like my main paddle. Love this thing. It is so good. All right, so first game done. I actually ended up using the Maverix Havik 2. Still breaking this paddle in. I haven't had too many hours, maybe like 2 or 3 hours of playing on it thus far. I actually really like it. It has a very good feeling for a Gen 4, not quite as good of a Gen 3 feeling as I see on some other paddles, but still really nice, really good consistency, fast in the hands because it's got that 15 millimeter, but really good power. Enjoying it a lot. This place is quite interesting. I feel like I'm in a fancy nightclub. Game 2, here we go. All right, so game 2 done with the Maverix Havik 2. I really like this. Honestly, think this could be my singles paddle. It gets really good power, really good control, really good spin, very maneuverable in the hands, really quick at the net. Shape is gonna take a little bit of getting used to, but I think if I dial it in, really, really good. So yeah, gonna switch over to the RPM Widebody 14 millimeter now because I wanna get some play time with that because I've been maining the 16 millimeter Widebody for like the last 4 months. So I wanna see what the 14's like. Let's go. right, so that was game number 3, and I was using the RPM Widebody 14 millimeter. Can't say I like this one as much as I like the 16. The 16 is just a little bit more forgiving, a little bit more dwell time, slightly less poppy, so on resets, found it a lot easier than this one. Gotta play another game with it, but still a good paddle if you want a lot of maneuverability, but just definitely have to dial in the pop. But overall, thoughts on the district? Actually, pretty nice facility. I'm still getting used to the lighting. It's a little bit interesting having kind of the padel courts behind you with their lighting, and then the pickleball courts. And the runoff space is pretty good, but at times it gets a little bit tight. But overall, good games. All right, so that was game number 4, 5, 4. So I used the Vulcan Dark Matter, so this is their hybrid shape. I've actually really come to love this paddle, even though it's a Gen 4, very Gen 3-like sensation on it, and it just performs really well. You can control the ball really nicely, more than enough power. I'd say it's more of an all-court paddle that has a little bit of a power lean to it, but really good maneuverability, probably one of the best hybrid shapes that I've played with thus far. But yeah, really like this paddle, just super to pick up, play with, and get your shots where you want. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Probably gonna swap up to another paddle just to keep it going. I've got Justin here from NXTGen. He's the guy that designs their paddles. So I'm gonna try out their Hydra right now, the Elongated, I think, and then the Widebody. So let's get back on the court. All right, so game with the Hydra Elongated from NXTGen. I've actually really come to like this paddle. Once it passed the 3-hour mark, it's broken in really nicely, really good ball feel, very Gen 3-like, really good power, really good control. The spin on this is crazy. They were remarking that my shots on that last game had a lot more spin on them than what I've been playing. So yeah, really enjoying the Hydra paddle. It's gonna switch over to the Widebody now. But yeah, overall, like the facility here. It's pretty cool when you're facing this way into these lights. Get a couple of weird spots on a high ball, but nothing too crazy. All right, so approaching the 2-hour mark into our 2-hour session, and the game with the NXTGen Hydra, the Widebody, really good actually. This is very similar to the RPM Widebody, the Friction Pro, the 16 millimeter. If you look at the shape, very similar. It's because they're from the same factory, but really good paddle. I mean, this one has incredible dwell time, really good power. Resets are super simple. I feel like I've got a lot of shape on my drops, my dinks. Very easy paddle to just, again, pick up and play with right away. That's kind of what you want. I'm playing with this without any weighting right now, so I'd probably add a little bit of my weighting that I did put onto the RPM Friction Pro Widebody, which is like a gram total, just on the bottom throat and the top sides. But yeah, overall, having a lot of fun, lots of good games, lots of fun paddle testing. So let's finish off strong. Alrighty, so last game was with the RPM Friction Pro V2, the 14 millimeter. I've actually come to really love this paddle. It could be my top paddle of 2026 thus far, but a lot of fun games here. I actually like the district. Big thing I would put is some fences to stop the balls going, because if it leaves your court, it's a big place and the ball just keeps on going, but really great lob height. The lighting's pretty good, not the best I've seen, not the worst. I would say it's nothing that would be inhibiting your game, but a lot of fun. So gonna go and have a call, have some lunch, and then head over to PicklePlex Downsview for my next game from 2 to 4. So let's go. All right, so we are at PicklePlex Downsview for the second session today. So I got another 2 hours of games here. It's my home court, so I'm gonna feel a little bit more at home. Definitely a lot brighter here than it was at the district, but we're gonna have some great games. We got the Vietnamese crew out plus me, but yeah, we're gonna have some fun games. Let's go. All right, so first two games here at Flex, I've been playing with the 11.624 Pegasus Power 2. Not playing as well with this one today, surprisingly enough. Usually this is like my lights out paddle. My drops seem off. I think I've probably gotten a bit too used to the stiffer paddles that I've been playing with this morning. So I'm actually gonna switch back to the RPM V2 14 millimeter on this one to see how it goes. But these guys, they move fast, they play fast. It's a lot of fun. Got my homie Dubai here. Yeah. Say hi. Hello. Well, we're training up the next generation to be some killers here. Let's go. No easy games today. That RPM V2 14. I really like that paddle, but it is definitely not one that I can easily switch between on different styles. Definitely has a feeling that's kind of on its own, especially under high pressure. I feel like I can get a good amount of shots, but like some of my drops under pressure aren't as good. So I think I'm gonna go actually back to the Vulcan Dark Matter. This thing is a reset machine. Let's go. Oh man, these games are tough. A lot of really good dink battles, very fast hands. The Vulcan Dark Matter, this thing, when I'm in games like this, under pressure, I just feel like it's there for me. I don't have to think too much. I can reset, I can drop. My power is there when I want it, but it's not the default. This thing is really good. Am I gonna keep playing with it? Of course not. I gotta change paddles like every game because that's my job, but lots of fun. All right, so we're like an hour and 40 minutes into this 2-hour session. My legs are starting to feel it quite a bit. Last game I played with the JOOLA Kosmos 16, so it's actually probably the first game that I played with this paddle. I did like an initial review. I liked it. Good paddle, good power, good control. I just find it really slow in the hands, and I don't know what it is about the JOOLA handle, but I really am not a fan of the shape of it. So good game to try it out. Not what I'm going to play with again. All right, the boys, we're done. Grind City. All right, so 2 sessions, 4 hours. I can't count how many paddles. Today was a lot of fun. Got to go and do some more work at home, and then I recover. If you guys like this episode, I'm going to be doing a lot more, so make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.